Hello, I am representing Blackbright News, and it can be found at www.issueissuu.com/Blackbright News. And it's a philanthropic publication, and it survives through donations and is mostly managed by me. Anyway, today's topic is about black banks, and this morning I received this video.
Is opening an account at this black-owned bank on Chicago's South Side.
There's a strong need for African Americans to harness their power.
To protest recent police shootings, an online campaign called on African Americans to move their money to black-owned banks. The response? Black-owned banks across the country in places like Atlanta, Columbus, Georgia, Birmingham, and Houston are reporting a surge of new applicants. In Chicago's Bronzeville neighborhood, Jeffrey Beckham, a small business owner, just recently opened a new account at Illinois Service Federal. The bank has had $4 million in new deposits since last week.
An economic protest is the most successful way to protest. One of the issues of Chicago is the opportunity gap that exists. And I think that the way we solve that is by creating businesses. As we move our money and support our banks, we make them stronger so that they can become funders, they can become the lenders that we need.
And ISF bank owner Chiefy Endome says a strong bank can make loans to small businesses, creating much-needed jobs in the black community.
You will not, through protest, you will not, through elections, you will not change the situation in these communities unless more money is put in the pockets of young African-American males, young people living in depressed communities all over the country. And the proper way to do that is through banking, investment, and social development.
Yeah, well, I'm going to stop it there. But what was interesting is that when I saw it, I thought, great. I really wonder how many people know that we have black-owned banks in the UK. I don't think many people do. But we do, you know. 5 of them are owned by Nigerians and one of them by Ghana, a Ghanaian. And that is the FBN Bank of Nigeria PLC, and that's based in the City of London. It's incorporated as a limited liability company in March 1894 with the head office in Liverpool. It's for Nigerians who are resident in the UK or who are visiting. The second black-owned bank is Guarantee Trust Bank Limited, and that's also a Nigerian bank. Business operations spanning in the UK, West Africa and East Africa. And then we have the Ghana International Bank. The acronyms are GHIB. That was incorporated in 1998. The Central Bank of Ghana is a major shareholder in that bank with 51%. And then we have the UBA Capital Europe Limited Bank. It's a wholesale investment bank and the London subsidiary of UBA PLC. It is the first sub-Saharan bank to expand into North America when it opened its New York office in 1984. Then we have the Zenith Bank, which is a Nigerian bank, and that opened in 2007. It was licensed by the Financial Services Authority, FSA, of UK to establish the Zenith Bank UK Limited. And lastly, the Union Bank UK PLC, which is a subsidiary of the Union Bank Nigeria, one of the older banks in Nigeria. So we have 6 UK banks. And I hope that many of you, I'm sure they're not just restricted to Nigerians and Ghanaians, I'm sure we could all bank with them if we wanted to, but it's just that we don't know about them. But they are based in London, so if you fancy a little trip, I suggest you go there and support your own people. As of April 2017, we had 23 black-owned businesses. So the myth of us not supporting each other is indeed that, or the myth that black people don't, do own businesses. And I think a lot of the time is that because they may not promote themselves as much as they should, a lot of people don't realise that they exist. Maggie Lena Walker was the first woman of any race to set up a bank, and it was called St. Luke's Penny Savings. So This is part 1. Part 2 is going to let you know how to set up a bank. It used to take 4 years. Now it's been reduced to, I think, about 2. It's much easier. The process is much easier to encourage competition. So part 2 will be enlightening you on how to set up a black bank. So this is Blackbright News, www.issue.com/Blackbright News. And do have a look. You can download them or you can read them free of charge online. That's all for now.